Hello, this is the first part of my conversation with Pam, and in this part, we went deeper into the layers of her loneliness, the deeper layers of what she was experiencing and what she was suppressing big time inside of her. That is the longer session than usual, but I really wanted to go through and go until the end. Sometimes the waiting period for her processing might be cut off from the recording because I want to make sure that you are just hearing and listening the core part, but knowing that it was 2 hour session in general overall. And on the second part, we will move her pain from 6 to 3. And she said that she doesn't remember when she felt that pain at 3. But the biggest thing that we uncovered was not even pain movement, was something else. And what it was will be in the part 2. Stay connected, stay tuned, and the part 2 should be released tomorrow, the day after the first part is there. Enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Global Chronic Pain Release Project. And we will talk today with Pam Wells. Thank you so much for coming on and for being open to share your story. It is really incredible to know, number one, that you have shared it already and that you were willing to see what else we can do together. And before we start, I just want to say that this is a coaching conversation, not a therapy or medical treatment. We might talk about past experiences, but we will stay at a pace that feels right for you. And you can stop, pause, or redirect me at any time. And if at any point you feel that it's too much or that you don't want to talk about something, please just let me know. Okay?
Okay.
What is the pain level right now?
It's about a 6.
Okay, good. That, that's amazing that it's not an 8. It's awesome that that is
Oh
already,
yeah. The,
yeah.
the 8 at level 8 was very difficult. So it honestly felt like he could give me my life back, even though I'm still laying in bed most of the time, but I'm not miserable. I'm a happy person. I've been through depression, like severe depression for 3 years, including an attempt to take my life. And I survived all that. I got through it, wrote a book about depression to educate people. That's, mostly what I'm going on podcast for now. But when I saw yours with chronic pain, I thought, oh, that fits me too. So, um, yeah, I wanted to see what you do and
Yeah,
what you're about. Uh,
absolutely.
I've seen
Absolutely.
some of the testimonies of people that you've helped, and so I thought, okay, I want to see what this lady does.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking that seriously and for coming and for not holding anything back, because people are um, not even shy, but they are so traumatized that it's so hard for them to speak up and to tell me completely everything with that openness. That is absolutely amazing. And the amount of power that you have inside you, the depth of your heart, the openness of your heart is wow. And the fact that you keep going and keep trying and keep finding ways, that is absolutely incredible. Like that is a huge testament to your insane power that is inside you.
Oh,
And I
thank
just
you.
really want to start with that. Good. So I want now to go in the pain, and you can either stay at the same position or change the position to get you as comfortable as possible, or if that's the most
Okay.
comfortable place. Yeah. If you want to lay down, please do.
Well, I pretty much am right
Yeah,
now, so
amazing.
that's fine.
Fantastic, fantastic, good. So I will invite you to lay down. Yeah, have any pillows as you want, and whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes and
Okay.
let's take a slow, deep breath in and let it all go through your mouth. Well done. Slow, deep breath in into your belly and then into your chest. Hold at the top a bit longer and let it all go. Well done. Deep breath in through your nose into your belly and into your chest. Hold at the top a bit longer. feel the tension in your body and let it all go through your mouth. Relax as much as you can and feel how your body is supported and grounded.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do, nothing else, nowhere else to be. You're okay here. And you will keep your eyes closed until I invite you to open them up. It's going to be maybe 20 minutes approximately. And again, if at any point something is uncomfortable or your mind starts to wander that much, you can always tell me more
Okay.
and get back to me. I want you to scan your body right now and tell me what is the sensation of the pain, where is it, and what's the form or the shape of that sensation.
Right now, it's in the rectum anus area. There's burning,
Mm-hmm.
which is common. It just feels like there's a foreign object there that's when there isn't. It feels like there's, um, I would say a hot poker,
Yeah,
but like yeah, hot metal, something is stuck in there. That's kind of what it feels like.
yeah, wonderful. Not wonderful that it is there,
Yeah,
but well done that you are explaining that. That's good.
I know what you mean.
So,
Okay.
yeah, what's the color of that poker?
Oh, red hot.
Yeah, what's the size?
Mm, oh goodness, I don't know. I don't deal well with metric. I'm still old school, but I would say a couple inches around.
That's good. That's all good. Um, and you said that that is metal, red metal hot.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you see the shape? Is it round? Is it square?
No, I would say round.
Round. Yeah. Good. Is it moving anyhow, or it just stays there and burns?
Right now, just staying there and burning.
Yeah. Good. I will ask question. I will invite you to repeat it after me out loud and then hear what that sensation would answer you. Your mind may want to jump in and start to talk to you because it's usually not the questions that we usually used to. That's okay. We want to say, mind, I hear you, I understand, and listen to that sensation. Okay?
Okay.
Good. What are you doing inside of my body right now?
What am I doing inside my body? Or
You
this? Oh,
Mhm. You are telling and just repeating that question out loud and then listening
oh, okay.
to the sensation that is there.
What are you doing in my body right now? No change in the sensation. It's still the same.
Yeah. Does it want to say something? Does it want to tell you something of why is it inside of your body right now?
I don't know. I don't. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. Your head may want to interact or interfere, like we have never asked that question. Why is it? And how can I hear the answer from inside, right? Because we are not that
Mm,
often feeling feelings. We are usually mentalizing our way out, which is totally fine, right? So we are just here with compassion and with love and with curiosity, right? Coming into that sensation and trying to understand why is it in your body right now, right? Let's try it one more time. Can you ask it again out loud? Why are you inside of my body right now?
why are you inside my body right now? The pain is moving a little bit upwards. I can feel it going up the back a little bit.
Good. That's good that it is moving. That means that it is responding to something.
Mm.
That's good. Do you remember, Pam, when that sensation, when that object, when that red poker appeared in your body the first time?
Not specifically because it was a gradual thing.
Mm-hmm.
It started off minor. I do remember I attended church regularly back then. I haven't been in since the first COVID lockdown. That's when I stopped going, but um, I've always sat right at the front because I'm very easily distracted, and sitting at the front was the only way I could process the information. If I sat at the back, I was just distracted by everybody. So I sat at the front, and this one day, a person who was speaking just seemed to take forever. I felt like he would never stop, and I was so uncomfortable. I remember shifting in my seat so many times, and I wanted desperately to just to get up and leave or just walk around at the back. Um, but I knew if I got up and moved, I would distract everybody.
Mm,
And so I'm more conscious of being a bother to others,
mm,
and I stayed where I was. I have one friend that I had confided in, and she was a few rows back. And after the service was over, she came up to me and gave me a hug, and she goes, "I feel so sorry for you," because
mm,
she
mm.
knew I was in pain and squirming in my seat. Thought the guy would never stop talking. But anyway,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
after that, I never sat at the front again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you learn? Usually it's in your childhood that you are a bother to others.
Well, anytime I went to my mother with a problem, I was either brushed off or laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
I learned early on to keep my problems to myself, that she doesn't want to hear it. She was she was she never showed us love or affection ever. She was said she was told if she did that she would spoil us, so she never showed us any kind of love. I don't think she was capable of showing love either. It's the way she was. I do believe that she loved us, but showing it, just that was really, really hard for her.
Yeah.
And she couldn't say the words "I love you."
Mm-hmm. And what age approximately were you there?
My childhood, half of it is blurry because I repressed a lot of memories. It was
Yeah.
in therapy that I was able to dig through some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I just remember standing in front of my mother. I must have been in grade 5 or 6, something like that.
Okay.
Somebody at school had made a comment about my lips being a little big and my nose bigger than others, and asked me if I was part black, which back then, I'm talking like the 1960s, being half black would have been kind of almost scandalous. I hate to
Mm-hmm.
say that, but I never had a problem with mixed race people, but I know my mother did.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, obviously, I'm not half black. There's no black or African American people or whatever in our family tree that I know of.
Yeah.
I know my father was not exactly faithful to my mother, so you just, who knows? But anyways, when I went to my mother and I said that I thought my lips were too big, and she just looked at me and she laughed and she said, "You were born with it, deal with it." Or that's the way you were born, deal with it. And
Yeah.
that was it. That's the way her compassion was. And I remember a time when my daughter came to me around the similar age and was self-conscious about her looks. She's beautiful, okay? She's gorgeous. So I when she came to me with that, I mean, I hugged her, I reassured her, I told her all the right things that I wish my mother had said.
Yeah. So
And
at that age when you were coming to your mom and receiving that answer from her, what did you make made it mean about you?
well, that she didn't care how I felt, one thing, and that I have big lips, which I'm fine with my lips now. They don't bother me that they're not, they're fine. But from the way I felt then, yeah, I just had to push that feeling down and go on. There was no point in dwelling about it.
Yeah. And somewhere
So
deep down there, there was a feeling that young Pam felt. Maybe it was that, oh, my mom doesn't love me. You now understand that she loves you, or
yeah.
that she loved you, right? You
Mhm.
understand that now intellectually, but at that very point, what was that? What was that meaning about you? Because it was hard. It was hard to hear for the young girl to have that basically dismissal of your mom.
Mhm.
What was like? How did you feel? How did that young Pam feel at that moment?
Very disappointed.
Yeah,
Um, I know she couldn't do anything to make my lips smaller. I wasn't thinking she could fix it, but I would have liked to have seen some compassion,
yeah,
some empathy, and there was none. So
yeah,
it was just push it down inside, you know. I know I struggled with depression off and on as a child, and it was always the same thing, just push it down. Nobody wants to hear it. So I never told anybody when I felt that way because I've
yeah.
just thought "No, nobody wants to hear it."
Mm. So if nobody wants to hear it and you don't speak up, that means that you don't have what? If you can't speak up, if no one hears you, that means that you don't have.
A voice.
Mhm. You don't have a voice, Pam. How does it feel? You don't have a voice.
I think I felt that way all my life.
Yeah, you did.
As an
You,
adult, when I got depressed, I
mm-hmm,
kept it quiet for as long as I could. I just don't tell anybody. I thought nobody wants to hear that.
mm-hmm,
So I didn't tell anybody. It was a friend noticed, um, someone who's like a brother to me, and he noticed, and he's the one that encouraged me to get help. Oops, cat on me, get off.
fantastic, fantastic. No,
But yeah, he's the
it's
one that got me into counseling.
yeah. I don't have a voice, and also I invite you to consider I don't have a say.
Yeah, I don't have a say. I relate to that.
Yeah. How does it feel when you say, and how has it been living with that I don't have a say? What's the feeling in your body when you live inside that in a way box I don't have a say?
It's always made me afraid to speak up.
Yeah,
Um, and in our family, like we all have a really good sense of humor. So I joke around with people. I do speak, when I'm with my friends, we talk, but it's all surface conversation.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like even with family, everything is just on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't get deep kind of thing. You just talk about what's going on in your life, but you keep it simple. And we joke around a lot. So there's always a lot of laughter, which is wonderful, but no deep conversation ever in my family.
Yeah. And deep down, how do you feel? If it's just a surface level on the outside and you're a positive person and everything is fine outside, but deep down, there's something in you. How do you feel deep down there?
Almost like there's a gag around my mouth.
Mm, yeah, that's the
And
image. Yeah,
yeah, and that nobody wants to remove it other than when I was in therapy.
yeah,
I think is the first time when I was able to really talk about how I felt.
yeah. When you can't talk and can't speak up and don't have a say, what does it mean about you?
I don't matter.
Mm. And the level deeper there is that if you can consider that the only people on earth that are alive have is a voice, is a say, right? Every single one of us, we might not be able to do everything, for example, right? But the only thing that we still have is a say. But you've been
Hmm.
living in a condition, I don't have a say.
Right.
What does it mean then?
Just that not mattering, I guess. I I'm not sure.
Yeah. They're also that, like, if no one can see you and no one can hear you and you don't matter, where are you then?
In the background.
Mm-hmm. So I invite you to consider that meant that I don't matter and I don't exist.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
If no one can see you, no one can hear you, that means that you don't exist.
Yeah.
How does it hit you right now to realize that you've been living your life inside the box, I don't exist?
It's like friends and people I know like it when I come out of the box and I'm entertaining.
Mm,
But if I'm not entertaining, then it's easy to forget me.
yeah,
And with this condition, friends have all disappeared.
yeah.
So yeah, it really, I thankful my husband hasn't disappeared. My kids are supportive, but people that I thought would be in my life for the rest of my life, I don't see anymore. And I don't feel like they miss me because I don't hear from anybody. So yeah, that just makes me feel like I'm irrelevant
Mm,
unless I'm making someone laugh.
mm,
It doesn't matter.
yeah. You needed always to perform,
Yeah.
to be someone else so they can see you.
Hmm.
Yeah, how does it feel to be always performing, always joking around, but never be able to go deep inside?
Well, there were times I loved it because I loved the attention I got when I performed.
Yeah.
I've been in numerous plays and I've done some one-woman skits and things. Um, the positive attention I got through things like that was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But I know when I'm not doing well, it's like I get the odd, back then when it started, I get the odd hug and, we're thinking of you kind of thing, but it didn't feel like anybody really was.
Yeah. And if
And
no one is there for you, I know that your husband is and your
yes.
kid is there too, but if you like just that feeling inside you, and I can feel it, and we are slowly getting there. That feeling is inside you deep down, right? Because the way why it might be not clear from the very beginning is because it has been covered for so long with hiding,
Hmm.
with I don't matter, with I am afraid to speak up, I don't have a voice,
Yeah.
right? And we are right now slowly finding that way, that depth that you were craving for so long, but you were not familiar with it, right?
Right.
You knew that it was there for a long time, but it was not something that you went in as well yourself.
Well, you don't talk about it, even
Yeah,
to myself. Yeah.
yeah. How did it feel For that very part deep down there that no one listens to it.
Lonely.
Very,
Yeah.
very lonely. Very lonely.
Mhm.
How does it feel in your body right now to feel that loneliness? Tap into that loneliness. Where is it in your body? Where do you feel that loneliness?
In my head, I guess, in my heart.
Yeah? If that loneliness wanted and could say something, what could it say right now? What does it want to say right now?
I guess a part of me wants to shout and say, I'm here.
Yes.
And I mean, uh, it would just would like someone to come and sit and listen,
Yeah.
talk to me. And I would listen to them too, but
Yeah.
you know,
Is there a possibility right now for you to scream?
the window's open, so it might
Okay.
I just wouldn't want a neighbor to think something's going on. My
Can you?
husband's not home right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
So right now, as loud as is comfortable for you, if you maybe have a pillow close to you to cover your mouth and not to be that loud, I just want you to say it loud as you can. If you can scream, to say I am here.
okay, I'll do this.
Yes, let's go.
I'm here.
Well done. Do it as many times as you need. As many times and as loud as you need. And feel all of those emotions that are feeling. It has been suppressed in your body so long. What else that loneliness want to tell? I am listening right now to you, Pam. What do you really want to tell? What has it been inside yourself hiding and holding for so long? What does it want to say?
Please love me.
Mm, what else?
Please listen. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. I love you just as you are, and I am listening right now. You are safe here. You are okay. What else do you want to tell me?
Sometimes I don't care. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that my friends aren't here. I don't care. I feel like I'm afraid to make new friends because it seems to always end badly. I seem drawn to the wrong people, I think, or drawn wrong, or people are drawn to me for I don't know, for the wrong reasons. So every close, and I mean like best friend kind of relationship I've had in my life, from childhood till now, that each best friend I've had has always ended badly.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I felt that it was all one-sided. You know, it was always about them, and I wasn't allowed to say
Mm-hmm.
how I felt without offending them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like I couldn't really speak
Yeah.
unless what I was talking about was in agreement with them.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have a voice, and you
No,
didn't exist. I know it's hard to digest so much in in that time, but you were trying to like scream from the box that was under the water, but you were not allowed to. So there is part of you inside of you that wanted to scream, the things
Hmm.
that you were doing right now. I am here. Please love me. I exist. But there were some parts of you that were preventing you from speaking up. The parts of you that were feeling and seeing you as you don't have a voice, you don't exist, you don't matter. Of course you weren't speaking up. And if you don't matter and if you don't exist and if every single close relationship ended badly, what does it mean about you? If you are a common denominator, what does it mean about you? I'm sorry.
I just have to keep pushing things down. I think the reason friendships ended badly is because I was a people pleaser. I would
Mm-hmm.
always do what they wanted. And when I did speak up, it would cause a problem.
Yeah,
So the last good friend I had, in the last, 10 years or so, we became friends. And I told her right from the start, I said, I'm a crappy friend, just so you know. And I said, I don't want to be a crappy friend, but I'm just telling you right now, I'm a crappy friend.
yeah,
And she said she loved me anyway. And we were pretty close, but there was something wrong. Like, I thought she was an alcoholic. I
mm,
just saw signs that I thought she was. And when I finally spoke up and said something, it ended our friendship.
yeah,
I mean, it's more complicated than just that, but that's the that was the problem when I spoke up
yeah,
and said something was wrong. And I was prepared to walk her through it and work with her and help her. But I mean, I know it's normal for someone like that to go into denial first, so she didn't want to hear it.
yeah.
And she ended the friendship. And I was like, I can't maintain a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So
So over there, I invite to consider because there's one more constraint that I feel that I am leading you towards because it is important for you to speak it up first. You said there was something wrong, and if every relationship that you enter ended badly, that you are feeling that you are a crappy friend, that there was that incident that happened with your dad when you were younger,
mhm,
when right now your body is having that condition that it is having right now, that there is something wrong. Where is that wrong?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah. Who is the main denominator of all of the examples that I've just shared?
Oh, probably my mother.
Okay. Was your mother inside your friendships as well?
She didn't like my friends. She never liked my friends.
Yeah, and the friend that was like the case that you've just uh, explained to me last, was your
She,
mama inside that
my
friendship as
mother,
well?
well, my mother never met her,
Yeah.
but
So
I knew if my mother met her, she wouldn't like her.
yeah. So if that inside that case your mom was not there, who was the main denominator then? If that wasn't your mom, who was it then?
Me.
Mm.